I am extremely excited about our upcoming classical weekend, October 25th, 26th, and 27th, in a program that is centered all around the organ. We open the program with a great work by Johann Sebastian Bach, who is the master of writing for the organ, of course. And this happens to be one of my favorite transcriptions for orchestra of any Bach organ piece. This is the Fantasia and Fugue in C minor, and it was brilliantly orchestrated by the great British composer Sir Edward Elgar. And what I love about it is that Elgar is able to keep the feeling of this powerful organ music by using the different colors of the orchestra. And there are times where you could close your eyes and almost hear the organ through his orchestration, which I think is a real nice tribute to Bach. And then we welcome back our really good friend Paul Jacobs, great organist and a good friend of mine. He was last here in 2016 to play the Guillemot Organ Symphony No. 1, and this time around he'll be joining us to play a really fun piece by Michael Daugherty called Once Upon a Castle. This particular piece is about the residence of longtime media and journalism mogul William Randolph Hearst, and in particular about the different aspects of this incredible place that he lived on the central California coast. We get the winding road up to the castle, the pool, the gigantic pool overlooking the ocean. The third movement is about a scene actually with Citizen Kane and his mistress shouting at each other from across this large cavernous room. And finally, the last movement pays homage to the incredible fun parties that he threw in the Roaring '20s. I'm so excited that Paul will be back joining us to bring this piece to life on the magnificent Julia Irene Kauffman Casavant organ. Our final piece on the program is one of my favorites in the entire symphonic repertoire, Brahms' Final Symphony No. 4 in E minor. And this work is incredible because it features everything that Brahms was great at, writing beautiful long melodies, giving us a sense of this aching lyricism that we find especially in the string writing in the second movement. But the piece ends kind of uniquely. Any symphony in the Romantic period that would start in a minor key would usually end in a major key, a feeling of triumph or hope at the very end. And Brahms does that in his first two symphonies, sort of does that in the third symphony, but things kind of die away. And in this symphony, he's very bold and brash, and the final movement is very dark and stormy and drives all the way to the end. And to kind of tie the whole program together, the last movement is what we call a passacaglia, which is simply a set of variations over a bass line. Interestingly enough, Brahms borrowed this bass line from a Bach cantata, number 150, and he gives us 32 really great variations over top of this bass line. And aside from a really nice flute solo in the middle and a beautiful trombone chorale, he drives relentlessly all the way to the end and ends with the same kind of storminess that we found in the first movement. I am so excited to be making my classical series debut with our incredible Kansas City Symphony, an orchestra that I get the joy of making music with on a very regular basis. And I can't wait for you to join us at Helzberg Hall on October 25th, 26th, and 27th. We'll see you there.